We have a problem, son. Kevin Durant went down. I don't know how serious this injury is. We're going to talk about that on tomorrow's live stream, the impact that this actually may hold on the Brooklyn Nets and the momentum that they've been having. My. Ladies and gentlemen of the NBA community, we have a hater among us. I can't believe I'm defending Russell Westbrook. Like, I don't have a big problem with Russell Westbrook. I can't, but last year I was just campaigning knowing that this thing wasn't really going to work. Like, I really wasn't jacking it at all. But we got a new hater, a former Laker, 3-time champion, that I feel throws a little bit of shade on Mr. Westbrook. Who am I talking about? Former NBA 3-time LA Laker champion Rick Fox goes to social media, and in his love for the Lakers, I found a little bit of shade. And let me know if you guys can walk with me. So Rick Fox goes to social media and he says, with King James playing at his usual GOAT level, even at 38, imagine if Miles Turner and Buddy Hield were Lakers. We appreciate you, Thomas Bryant. Let's get Anthony Davis back and get this 2023 championship. Now, I had to go back and look at this tweet twice. I've seen it more than twice, but I had to go back and look at it more than once because when I first read this, I thought that he was basically saying, imagine if we had Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. We appreciate you, Thomas Bryant, but good riddance. That's what I was thinking at first. And I'm like, no, I mean, even though we talked about earlier today, TB is really showing some trade value. I don't want to see TB go at not to the expense of Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, especially this late into the season. So when I read this again, I'm like, wait a minute. He left Westbrook out of this tweet, and he is basically throwing Russell Westbrook under the bus the way I'm looking at it, saying that Russell Westbrook would be the value to get rid of in order to get Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. I mean, I got to talk to the damn bosses about Rick Fox. Like, I mean, that was just shade to me. Like, let me read this again because I got to read it one more time just to make sure that I'm not bugging. With King James playing at his usual GOAT level, even at 38, imagine if Miles Turner and Buddy Hield were Lakers. We appreciate you, Thomas Bryant. Let's get Anthony Davis back and get this 2023 trophy. So again, when I looked at that at first, I thought he was saying, TB, good riddance. We appreciate what you just showed us, but, good riddance. If we had Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, we'll be set. That's what I thought I saw. But then when I doubled down and looked at it again, I'm like, no, Westbrook is not in this tweet. He's giving TB props off of his recent play, but he's basically saying Westbrook, man, can go. I'm real surprised, man, with the Lakers winning 5 in a row, that the homie Rick Fox would come out and kind of hate on Russell Westbrook like that, man, especially this season. Because Russell, to me, man, is playing some unbelievable basketball, and he is doing some things that a lot of people just probably doubted Russell Westbrook was going to be able to do this season, even down to accepting a role. He's the second player since 1970 to put up a 20-point, 15 assist, 5 rebound off the bench stat line. He's currently projected to be the NBA Sixth Man of the Year, Russell Westbrook. I got to give a lot of props to Russ, man. I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know why he's doing it, because he was definitely disrespected, not by only the Lakers franchise, but just by people, period. But he just played poorly last year. So I'm not giving him a pass. But for him to accept the role that he has and pretty much exceeded in it, he's cutting down on the turnovers, like everything you could have asked for out of Russell Westbrook. He's given you guys this season. When you talk about most assists per game off the bench all time, Magic Johnson 7.4, Russell Westbrook right behind him at 6.8. Russell is doing some unbelievable things. He's right now leading the NBA in assists off the bench with 279. He has 120 more assists than the second place person, TJ McConnell. So he's coming off the bench. And when people projected him to probably want to do everything, shoot every shot because he's not starting, he's still getting people involved, man. It's a beautiful thing to see Russell Westbrook evolve like that after the roller coaster ride that they had last year. But when I'm looking at Rick Fox, I'm like, man, why is he really going there? And I'm not sold on no Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. On paper, the additions look good, but that should have been happened, and it didn't. Games with 10 or more assists off the bench this year, Russell Westbrook has 12 of them. The rest of the NBA combined only has 10. Russell is going crazy out here, bro. Off the bench this season alone, Russell Westbrook is now top 5 in points, rebounds, assists, double doubles, and triple doubles off the bench this season. Unbelievable. And they starting to pick up the pace right now. Lakers are winners of 5 straight. No LeBron. No AD. No Lonnie Walker. Who else is down for the Lakers? Austin Reeves is going to be out, I think, for a couple weeks. I don't know how LeBron is doing this. I don't know how they're being able to adjust, but they making it happen at the perfect time. The Lakers right now are only 2 games under 500. So, it was crazy. Now, when it comes to this whole situation with Rick Fox, kind of to me throwing shade at Russell Westbrook, I want to kind of look at 3 things real quick before we get up out of here. Has Russell Westbrook done what the Lakers asked for? Have Russell Westbrook done what the Lakers have asked for? Without question, at the very least, you would hope that if Russell Westbrook was going to be asked of a new coach and Coach Ham to sit the bench and not start, you would hope that Russell really wouldn't make a fuss out of it, but you would expect Russell to make a fuss out of it. And he didn't. He played his role. He exceeded the expectation when it comes to that. On the basketball court, I just read the numbers down. And just forget the scoring, forget the decision making as far as passing the ball, and all that is great. Triple doubles, all that is great. But we're talking about Russell Westbrook. And the biggest thing that I'm seeing this year in comparison to last year is basically the lack of turnovers, bro. Russell Westbrook, I'm not going to say he's ever had the best basketball IQ, but he is making a little bit of smarter decisions this go round. And, the Lakers are going to need every bit of smart basketball that these guys can provide. But, I think overall, Russell Westbrook has definitely completed the assignment so far when you talk about what the Lakers would expect from him this season since he's still on the roster. Now, the Buddy Hield, Miles Turner effect. Let's talk about that real quick because that's basically where the shade came in at with Rick Fox with this tweet. Now, again, like I said, if this thing would have happened last year or earlier this season, bringing in Miles Turner and Buddy Hield with the Lakers, no matter who you would have to trade, as long as you kept LeBron and AD, I would have been all for it. I would have been all for it. But right now, man, we're in January. The All-Star break is coming. Trade deadline is coming. I understand that the Lakers roster as constructed could use definitely improvement. But to me, we just need shooters. Buddy Hield is definitely a good shooter. He leads the league, I think, in three-point makes, but also in attempts. So, he's putting it up. Miles Turner is a good player. Don't get it twisted. But I don't feel like, to be honest with you, Miles Turner is one of those guys that can give you major impact on any team. I'm just not sold on that. I feel like depending on the system, Miles Turner will go crazy on you. He will put in that work. Like he's doing his thing right now in Indiana. But I feel like he's a system generated potential star. I'm not sold that he can go everywhere and make a lot of noise. So, sacrificing giving up Russell at this point to seeing how Russell has been playing and accepting his role, it could be like a nightmare bringing in Miles Turner. You know what I'm saying? If he and none of those guys are champion, they don't have no championship pedigree. LeBron trying to get to the final round if possible. So none of those guys are really proven. Russell ain't got a chip, but at least he's been there. So I don't know, man. It's a lot that the Lakers, I think, need to consider. But getting Buddy Hield and Miles Turner at this point, I don't think it really helped the Lakers that much for the simple fact of what you're going to get for him or give up for him. If you can kind of do some type of steal with Indiana, then yeah, I'm definitely for it. But you're not going to give up LeBron. You're not going to give up Anthony Davis. And I would not give up Russell Westbrook for those two. I'm just being honest at this point in the season. I wouldn't really mess with the chemistry of the Lakers other than bringing in free agents that, may can shoot, be more efficient. But right now, I really wouldn't shake it up that much. And they don't have that many people that got trade value. Thomas Bryant is playing out of his mind, in my opinion, right now. He's doing his thing. But I don't want to see him go. So it's gonna be a lot of tough decisions that the Lakers are gonna have to make. And last but not least, bro, Russell Westbrook's mindset. The turnaround for Russell Westbrook in LA has been crazy, if you ask me. Like it was a roller coaster last year. We just talked about how he has accepted his role and he has been productive, putting up unbelievable stats as I ran down to you guys earlier in the live stream. But where do y'all think this is really coming from? Like, let's be real. Because even though Russ played horrible last year, he was definitely disrespected with all the trade talks and just it really was no respect put on Russell Westbrook's name. The media played with his name. And now you got a new coach coming into this program and he's going to ask you to take a position on the bench. Russell just, to me, has been so impressive accepting the cards that he was dealt. He has not been on no media rant. He has played ball. Like we've seen moments where he, is going to be Russell and he want to separate himself from the team. We've seen little moments like that, but he was willing to play with Pat Beverly. Like, let's not forget the history that they have. So Russell Westbrook, man, you really got to give him a lot of damn credit for the things that he has accepted and not allowed a lot of drama to be in that locker room. Because, like I said, all those things that I listed, Russell actually got valid arguments to say some stuff. You know what I'm saying? If it all boiled down to it. I think right now, at the end of the day, honestly, Russell is playing well enough to be a starter. But the way he's getting everybody else involved in that second unit, I don't think you want to play that. I think you want to leave that alone. He embraced Patrick Beverly from the start. I don't know if it was phony or real, but the perception was that he was good with it. They could play. And like I said, bro, the Lakers, we haven't really even seen these guys play all together for a substantial amount of time. And if I had my way, I really don't want to see it until April. I'm going to just keep it real. I need the Lakers to really sit Anthony Davis down. There's no reason to really chance it. I know you might be sacrificing your opportunity to make the play-in tournament, but what is the use of having AD come back for you to try to make the playoffs, for him to get hurt again, and then you don't have him in April or May or June if you get that far? So I just feel like the Lakers need to sit AD down for the rest of the year. They talking about bringing in DeMarcus Cousins is for a workout this week. I'm kind of surprised at that because you got Dwight Howard, who's actually active right now. He's out and playing with the Shanghai Sharks, whatever they call it. I think he's active right now playing. So I'm a little bit surprised they reached out to DeMarcus versus Dwight. Both of them former Lakers, but Dwight won that chip with LA. He had three stints with the Lakers. So I don't know what the vibes is with Dwight Howard and the Lakers, or what the Lakers are going to do as far as big men before this trade deadline and things of that nature. But they clearly still need shooters, and I can't depend on LeBron. Not that LeBron can't keep this up, but LeBron 38 years old, bro. 20 seasons in, man. Look what he's doing. If LeBron has to do this through January, February, and March just to get the Lakers to a play-in tournament, ain't no way in the world there's going to be anything left as far as, firepower or greatness in the playoffs when it comes to LeBron. But Rick Fox, man, like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging out, but when I looked at the tweet, I'm like, nah, yo, he is throwing shade at Russell Westbrook. He's throwing shade at Russell Westbrook. With LeBron playing at his usual GOAT level, even at 38, imagine if Miles Turner and Buddy Hield were Lakers. We appreciate you, Thomas Bryant. Let's get Anthony Davis back and get this 2023 championship. I'm looking at that like he's basically saying, man, make the trade, get Westbrook out of here, and get Buddy Hield and Miles Turner in here. And I'm just not really jacking that move right now at this point, bro. I like what Westbrook is doing. I like what Westbrook has accepted. And more importantly, bro, he deserve it. Yo, so many people would have made a fuss, especially after being disrespected. Like, let's keep it a buck. Niggas was playing with Westbrook's name and all that. But Westbrook, to me, man, deserve, to have this thing play out in LA if he wanted to. And it seems like to me, he's all in. You guys are now rocking with the best. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk, man. I'm 7 Mitchell. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at the Best of 7. If you guys enjoy daily NBA content, I'm about to start the new NBA Twitter Spaces show in the morning. So if you guys enjoy morning NBA content, debates, all that other good stuff, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. Also, definitely daily content from the National Basketball Association on Instagram. So follow me there as well. Smash that like button, man. We are about to get up out of here. Happy Sunday to everybody, man. Hope everybody stays safe tonight. About to get up out of here. But yeah, man, I just looked at this tweet by Rick Fox and I'm like, nah, this is about Russell. And I don't like it. The Lakers got all the momentum in the world. Winners of 5 straight. I know Rick Fox is a 3-time Lakers champion. He won those chips with Kobe and Shaq. You got to put respect on Rick Fox's name. But I'm like, bro, we don't need no type of separation right now. Nothing. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. 7 Mitchell, man. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. Everybody have a safe evening, and I am out, y'all. Peace.